Sally Ann.
Sally Ann, isn't it?
It's Sally Ann.
Yeah.
Salary.
Valerie is Sue.
Is
Yeah.
what?
That's what we used to call them all the time, with salary, because we go to say Valerie and say Sally at the same time. We Valerie and salary.
Because it's cute.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Yeah. All right.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I was laying around in bed and I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna get up and do something.
Are you off for a couple of days?
Yeah, I'm off for 2. So
how's the new beau working out? The new boy.
the what?
The new boy. Did she hire somebody? Didn't she hire somebody?
Who, Nikki?
No, your boss.
Oh, we haven't got him yet.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still short right now, but she made it to where I could get 2 days off this week. That's all I'm worried about.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But she's got some background checks that are already in. They've been in since like Thursday. And so hopefully those pan out to where they can get hired. Well,
Right.
I think she's only hiring one. I think she's only gonna hire one, and then she can give everybody really good hours. So
Will you get what, like 38?
well, she likes to keep me at like 35. Because like 32 to 35, which is fine with me, because that kind of gives me, usually that'll give me 3 days off in a week, which I like. And just in case something happens and somebody calls in or doesn't show up or something, then she can have a little bit of leadway there so that I could either work it or work part of it or something. So she likes to have me, and plus I usually have like weekends, and so I'll usually, and that's when all the orders are on Friday. They come in on Friday, and so that takes a little bit more time than what my shift usually entails. So I usually stay over that day, if not Saturday too. So hi there, Maggie and Hank. Good morning, or afternoon, I should say, depending on where you're at. What you been up to, Tom?
Well, today trying to get my damn printer to work.
Uh-oh. Is it broke?
No, I had to shut everything that it kept saying it was paper jammed. And then I went and looked online, and it said that sometimes it creates a memory. And what you have to do is you have to shut everything down and bring it back up.
Oh, nice.
Turn everything off. Come back in about a few minutes.
Nice.
And it worked. I'm just kind of irritated about it. Because I'm old and I get irritated about everything.
Yeah. That's what you do. It's fine.
I was going to do a show this morning, and then I had to go to take my son to university to get some paperwork straightened out. And of course, nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then I came back and sold 3 things, and I got to try to get it shipped out. And nothing. It's just working.
Yeah.
I have pain in the ass customers. Last couple
Yeah.
of days. Jimmy, when are you gonna ship my stuff? It's like you bought it Friday night. technically, I don't have to ship it out till Tuesday.
Right.
I have 2-day handling time. So
Well,
I sent back a message per my eBay shipping policy, 2 business day shipping policy. I will ship it out Tuesday.
You're just a hard ass.
I was like, my husband's like, well, you better ship them out today. I said, screw them. I'll ship them out Tuesday. Normally, I'd ship them out today, but because they're being a pain in the ass, I think I'll wait till Tuesday. Gary's like,
Yeah.
you're an asshole. I said, well, you'll be an asshole to me. I'll be an asshole to you. Plain and simple.
Right.
And he's like, well, they're going to leave you bad feedback. I said, if they leave me bad feedback for shipping, I said, I can just call eBay and have it removed because I ship within my 2-day business day policy.
Yeah.
He goes, well, you know damn well eBay ain't going to back you on it. I said, well, sometimes they do. And if I have to, I'll leave a reply saying this was shipped out per my 2 business day handling time.
Yeah. Oh, Beth just gave her notice.
Oh, how'd it go?
That's awesome.
Yay, Beth! Woohoo!
Good job, Beth.
Round of applause for Beth.
You're brave, girl.
What'd he say?
I mean, it would be a really hard thing to give your notice to, to go work full-time eBay. I mean, I know Valerie did it, and I was like in awe of her. So I'm like, how in the hell is she gonna make this work, And
it was a hard decision.
Well, yeah. And the thing is that Valerie has never been one to be like, I'm gonna quit this so I can go do this.
Yeah.
She's never been one to do that. She's always been like, I'm gonna have this job, and then I'm gonna have this and this going on the side,
Yeah.
And that's always how she's done. Yeah. And Bridget says, I'll be on in a minute. I'm at Kohl's wanting all the things.
She's supposed to be shipping like 43 items or something.
Well, that's like me when I quit my job. It was really difficult mainly because of the insurance.
Yeah.
I knew I could make it with eBay because I had been making enough on eBay to quit my job at the time. But I was worried about insurance because I made enough on eBay to pay bills, but my husband's insurance at the time for a family of 4 was like $900 a month.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of money. And I was like, man, I got to come up with this $900 a month every month to pay for insurance, where my insurance for a family of 4 was only $250 a month. That's a huge difference. So that's one of the reasons why I stayed working so long was because of my insurance, because my kids are on my insurance. And I still had Amanda at home yet, so you always worry when you got kids.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Gary told me to quit because he says, you make more on eBay than you do at your job. You might as well just quit. Well, I was really concerned about that, but I thought, well, we can live without insurance for a while. His asthma was fine. I wasn't going to the doctor for anything. The kids were healthy,
Yeah. And
I was like, well, we can go a while without insurance, but what are we going to do, And I just got to up my game, that $900 a month. Well, then the company my husband works for ended up starting going down on insurance. So it wasn't as expensive. It went down to like $500 a month. And then the next year it went down to like $400 a month. Well, now it's just me and Gary, and we only pay, I think, $200 a month or something. But yeah, that $900 a month, that was scaring me. I didn't know what the hell we were gonna do, you know.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And I paid $1,200 a month for my mortgage, you know. So, but
Mm-hmm.
like I said, Gary, he can pay most of the bills with his check. It's just that we won't eat or have gas in the vehicle or, you know, anything extra if I don't make money, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
that eating is important.
Huh?
That eating is important.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a tough decision, you know. I mean, I just walked out of my job because they just pissed me off. They ripped me off of $500, and I just had enough. Just couldn't stand the job. I mean, I would literally cry on my way to work because I had to work that day.
Yeah.
It was horrible, horrible. I hated it, every minute of it. And um, finally, I just was like, I had enough. And that day, they told me I wasn't going to get my $500 bonus that I was supposed to get that they promised me. And I was like, forget it. I'm done.
Yeah.
And I left. And that night, I went to an auction and spent $200 or $300 and didn't even look back.
I was supposed to get.
I was at that auction, and when I went and paid the bill, I'm like, I just quit my freaking job today.
Yeah.
And I'm at this auction spending all this money. What am I doing?
Yeah.
You know? But then I got all that machinery and stuff, and I got 50% of that stuff, and I was selling, you know, between $8,000 and $20,000 machines, manufacturing machines at the time on consignment. And I was making 50% of all that. And then my husband's boss had me selling a bunch of stuff out of this house that he had bought, which was high-end stuff, and I was getting 50% of that commission. And I wouldn't normally tell people to do consignment, but this was an extraordinary circumstance. It was my husband's company, and they didn't care what I got for it. They just wanted it to be gone. So.
Well, let me ask you this. Riddle me this, Joker. Or Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sell as much now as you did?
No.
And why is that?
I went through burnout. I went through burnout a little over a year ago and just kind of just quit doing it all for a long time. I mean, I'd list here and there, but nothing. And I'm finally starting to get back into it. But yeah, I really went through a bad burnout.
Well, you know, this is not an easy job. And
but I had enough savings to carry me through the burnout.
Right.
Now I've dwindled most of my savings away. So I really got to kick my ass in gear here.
I'm just having a hell of a day today.
For us to live comfortably, where we have no worries, but we're to live without worry of bills and food and stuff, I have to make at least $400 a week, which isn't too bad usually with the stuff I sell. But when you're not listing like you're supposed to be, it's hard to get that $400 a week.
Well, you know what you got to do?
Yeah.
But if you're listing consistently, yeah, it's no problem getting that. I mean, really and truly, I would like to have at the very least, $100 a day. Well, at the very least, $75 a day. But I would like to see at least between $100 and $200 a day at least. And if I list continuously every day, consistently, I can get up to that, you know. And if I get that, then yeah, we don't have no worries at all. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Which lately, I mean, it used to be where, you know, I could go to the store and just blow $100 and I'll be like, it'll be in my eBay tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm scared to spend $5 because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make the sales. You know?
Nikki lives on the edge.
Right.
I'm living on the edge, totally.
Yeah. What was that about Bridget saying she was at Kohl's?
And she says she's at Kohl's and she's wanting all the things.
Was she supposed to be packing? She said she packed. She sold. She had 38 items. I think she said.
Yeah.
No, she's probably already done.
I miss the days when I would sell like that.
That ain't nothing for her.
Yeah,
Well, Nikki, you got to just list, honey.
I know. That's all I got to do. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, that's
I
the
know
thing.
what you're thinking.
I know what I need to list. I know how much I need to list to make it. It's just doing it.
Yeah.
I listed more when I worked full time than I do now. I mean, I had a really good system down too at that time.
Well, you're just going to have to get back into it.
I am. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, damn it, Tom. I've got one Gary bitching at me over here. I don't need you doing it too. I'll tell you to shut the hell up and back off.
No, I need a kick in the butt once in a while.
Well, I think I'm going to start listing about 7:00 American time, Eastern Standard Time, and I'm just going to list until I can't list anymore tonight. So
yeah,
I might do a hangout and see if you want to. If you're going to list, you can come list with me.
There you go. Right. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Tonight's Monday. There's an auction tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Gary to go. We'll see. But yeah, if I'm home, I'll definitely come on and list with you.
Because I want to get about 1,000 listings, and then try to keep it at
Yeah.
If I'm not selling anything, then there's no point in having 1,000 listings.
Yeah.
Some of these people have got 6,000 listings, and they're building bigger buildings and buying buildings, and to me, you're not selling. You must not be selling anything.
That's not true. That's not true, though, and that's what the misconception is. Everybody thinks, oh, if you got a lot of listings, you're not selling nothing. That's not true. That's not true at all, because when I was working full time and I was selling way more than what I was making at my job, but I was still gaining on my listings, that was because I always listed more than what I sold.
Right.
And if you continuously list more than what you sell, you will gain on the listings. And that's, everybody, I hear all these people saying, especially the guys, they're like, oh, well, if you got all these listings, you must not be selling anything. Don't start looking at how many listings you have. Just start making sure you're selling. And it's like, yes, you got to look at both. You got to look at how much you're selling and how much you're listing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to sell a lot of crap to justify spending $20,000 for a building.
Oh yeah, and they do. I know you're talking about Scavenger Life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do sell a lot. But they're also doing the listing too.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying anything bad about it. No. I'm just, because that's them and that's their business model, and I'm not talking bad about them or anything like that. So let's throw that out there right now.
Yeah.
I just think that if you got to buy and sell a lot of crap to justify building a $20,000 building just to store stuff in.
Well, part of that also is that ups their selling price on the house too, their property value.
Oh, are they selling their house?
No.
Oh, if they should.
If they do.
Yeah. Well, I understand that too. But like I said, you got a lot of stuff and you're holding on to a lot of stuff. I mean, if you've got 5,000 listings and you're selling, let's say you sell 1,000 listings in a month and you're listing more. So you say you put 1,200 listings in there. You've got probably 2,000 or 3,000 listings that's not doing nothing except sitting there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to agree with another reseller on that. It's like, maybe you need to just put them a bunch of stuff on sale and blow it out.
Yeah. Part of their problem is, I think, is, yes, they do demand the higher prices. So their stuff probably sells a little slower. Also, they sell a lot of long tail items. They sell a lot of items that sit. And I do the same thing. I sell a lot of long tail items. That's what happens when you're in the collectible antiques and collectible category a lot, is that hi, Comfy Life, you do sit on a lot of stuff for a while, and you have to be pumping out the listings to make some money, because you got to make up for the stuff that you're not selling right away.
Right.
But just because somebody's got a lot of listings does not mean they're not selling.
Yeah.
You know, because like me, like I said, when I was working full time, I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, you had over 2,000 listings," and it's like, yes, I did, but I was still selling, and I was listing more than I was selling, and it took me like 3 years to get up to that. You know, right. It's not like that I did that overnight. You know, because the more you list, the more you sell, and the more you sell, the farther your listings go down. So
I'm here. I'm just going to eat real quick.
You just have to make more than you're selling. That's all. It's not a hard concept.
Right. I understand that. Hey, resale Tessa. Happy birthday a couple of days late.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Tessa.
It must be nice to be 29 again. It's been a long time since I've seen 29. Oh my God. I might just quit for the damn day after I get this other package, because I'm just having a hell of a time today.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quit, Tom.
It's just been
Can you guys hear that music in the background?
Yeah, I need to go turn that off. They left our PS4 online.
No, I didn't mean you. I meant me.
Oh, no.
I don't hear it, no.
Oh, okay. My daughter's listening to music, so I just wanted to make sure. Yep, they did that. Yep. Yeah, they're building other businesses besides just their eBay.
Yeah, that's a little bit different whenever you're actually starting other businesses with your money from your eBay, because you have to take all of that into account.
Yeah.
But they're selling on eBay, they're making the money that they need to make, so they must be doing something right.
Yep.
But yeah, if they lowered most of their prices, because eventually they do get their prices, but what they're asking for. But yeah, if they went and put a big, huge sale on, they'd probably sell more. But they're selling enough to make it. I mean, they're clearing over $1,000 a week, it sounds like, or about that. So, I mean, that's all right for them, Plus, they've got other stuff that keeps them afloat.
Right.
And I'm sure each one of their like video jobs and stuff they do, that gives them quite a bit of money to float them for a while too, Because I'm sure they're not just getting paid a couple $100 to go cross country to make a video, whatever, So I'm sure that keeps them afloat too. Yeah, they definitely have a different business model than everybody else, but it works for them. happened to that drumstick?
Oh shit, that's not in 17 because that's in 17.
Yeah, Beth says they're extremely frugal too, which is, yeah, that's for sure.
Do what?
They are extremely frugal too.
Yeah. That makes a difference.
That's good. That's good that they're frugal. Son of a gun.
Well, they seem to know what they're doing. They
do. They seem to.
They make it work, you know.
Make it work.
And you know, gosh, I broke one of my. Damn it. I figure, you know, me and myself, I figure if it's working if it's working for you, do it. You know, because we all have different needs and stuff, and different amounts that we need to live on, and none of us can tell each other what we could do with our businesses.
Right.
Because we all have different needs. It costs me a different amount to live than it costs you to live. So if I'm doing something that works for me, nobody else can really dictate what I need to do.
Absolutely.
You know. So I'm a firm believer in, you know, do you and leave everybody else alone. I mean, I tell people what I do and stuff, but if somebody else wants to do it a different way, well, that's your business, you know.
I hear you. What did I do with that damn? What?
How high up on the side yard do you want us to rake?
To the property line, between the house and the property line. All the way to the...
There's a lot of times I watch other people's videos and I'm like, God, how are they even making it, you know? But it must be working for them. They're still doing it. Or they're good liars, one or the other, you know? But
anybody heard from...
and they're paying an employee to list for him, and now he's thinking about how next step he wants to hire somebody to pack for them, and it's like, wow, I wish I could afford to do that, you know.
Even if I could afford it, I don't want anybody.
Yeah, I don't know if I would either.
I managed an office that had 35 employees before I retired.
Yeah.
I am not doing the employee thing again.
No.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm just not doing that. I don't want the hassle.
But then again, you look at somebody like Scott Zilke, and look at how much he goes out of town and travels around and stuff, buying stuff. And I've never understood how that works, putting on all those miles, staying in the motel and stuff. But the guy makes plenty of money to live on, so
yeah,
you know, obviously it's working for him. God damn it! The best light shade I have ended up getting broken. God dang it!
You having a day like I am? Dolly, don't just keep us both off because we're bitching too much today.
Dang it! No, I'm still gonna try to sell it. I think I'm gonna put it up there. It's got an edge of it's broken, so maybe somebody else will want it. I don't know.
Lord have mercy. What did I do with that damn coffee mug?
This is really pretty too. Dang it.
I need to put this
I
out.
probably would have gotten at least $50 for that. Oh.
Are you at home?
No, I'm at my daughter's house.
You're weekender.
Yeah.
Actually, your house is your weekender.
Yeah. Yeah, she said they make soap from used soap. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that frugal. I used to be. When I had kids at home, I used to be really frugal, but now it's just me and Gary. I'm not as frugal as I used to be. I should be, but I'm not. Only
I watch some of these frugal people shows and YouTube channels and stuff like that. And I've kind of worked too hard and put up with too much crap in my life to go to the extreme that some of these people have, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like, I've often looked at people that are our friends or whatever in regular life that work with us or whatever. And okay, like this one, like some people that work with my husband. So they make around about the same amount as my husband, And then like their wives or whatever, either work at a gas station or like some minimum wage job or whatever, And it's like, how do they live so much better than we do? Well, then I stopped and thought about it. Well, they're living on credit. They're just paying those low payments every month of their credit. Not too long, Carol. Probably about, I don't know, half hour. But I often, it's like, how do they live so much better than we do? But that's why, because they're all living on credit. Has to be.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, some people, though, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I know that people do live like that.
Yeah.
They just live on credit cards or whatever. But some people don't. I mean, I know some people that they don't have cable. They don't have internet at their house.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the people that do, that have all that stuff.
Oh,
and they make the same amount as we do. And it's like, how are they living so high off the hog and we can't? Well, because they're living off of credit.
Yeah.
And that's not the way I want to live. So I'd much rather live the way I live on cash than credit.
Yeah.
Hi, Carol. Would you mind running out to my truck and getting my tape measure? Would you do it? I don't know where that yellow one is. It's in my door, driver's side door. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're just waking up, Carol?
Wow.
Dang. You go bar hopping last night or something? I stayed out late last night and party hardy. I didn't get in until 6 this morning. I don't know about you. She said no. I slept for 2 hours and then Brandon woke me up for something. Oh, because he couldn't find something that I needed shipped out. Because I went to bed and I was like, screw it, he can do the shipping. But he couldn't find something, so I had to tell him where something was, and I stayed up for a little bit, kind of just you know, rolled around or whatever. And
I don't want to hear about you rolling around. That's personal information between you and Brandon.
I was trying to figure out if I wanted to stay in bed or not, but I know, Carol.
Maggie Doodler, are you in Florida? On vacation?
I think she's back. I think she's back.
Okay. Boy, that was a fast trip.
Yep, she's home. In New Jersey. She said it was a very cold and rainy week in Florida.
Wow.
That would suck to go all the way to Florida to get some sunshine and
and it's cold.
Be cold and rainy.
Well, I follow this travel. It's a family that they post their cruises and stuff like that. And they were in Disney last year. And they're all like walking around in coats and toboggans. and I thought to myself, I thought Florida was warm all the time. What's up with that?
She said they wore winter coats and gloves all over Disney.
Wow. I have a friend who lives here in Duluth, and like, I am not bringing any of my winter stuff to California. They said it's going to be like 66 degrees, and I'm not bringing any winter stuff to California. She's going over there in January. I said, well, I'd probably at least bring a heavier coat just in case, but
yeah.
Whatever.
Depending on the area, sometimes they can get I mean, if it's higher elevation, it can get, down to 20 and 30.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be 70 degrees out there.
Yeah. Well, she said if it gets down to like 60, 65, she'll be fine. Because that's like t-shirt weather up here.
Uh-huh.
Especially to go from here in January to 66 degrees or 65, even 50 degrees is like t-shirt weather to us.
Well, true, but it's a different kind. It's a different kind of 60 degrees because there it's dry. Yeah. When up here it's more humid. So you're not used to that. I mean, like when I say dry, I mean dry. It's not, there's like hardly any humidity.
Yeah.
So
that would be warmer.
No. I'm saying whenever it's cold, it's colder. It feels colder.
Yeah, look at this. Somebody moved my bin and it got broke.
But
the edge right there.
You have to experience it for yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, she said she was going to bring a raincoat in case it was windy or rainy.
Hi, Sharp Seller.
Oh, people, quit using all caps in your title. I'm trying to steal your damn listing here, and you're putting everything in caps. It takes me longer. I have to go change every word so that it's not all in caps. Stop doing that, people. I'm trying to steal your shit here.
Hank, are you in Florida? Is that where you live at?
Yeah, she's in Florida.
Okay, I keep wanting to think she's in Texas.
Uh-uh.
I think she's wearing a cowgirl hat in her. There's that damn thing. What's it doing over here?
Man, you're bitchy today, Tom.
I am. I'm so cold today, and I can't.
I think it's funny as hell.
A coffee cup that I've had listed for like 3 years finally sold. And I couldn't find the damn thing.
You can't find. How many listings do you have?
I only got like 180.
Wow.
But I have, you know, there's a bunch of them has multiple quantity.
Uh-huh.
That's the reason I said I want to get up to, and I got 250 things on my couch that I need to get listed. So that's my project.
Well, get her done.
That's what I'm gonna do tonight. I got a lot of crap. I've been playing at this. I need to make 2019. I need to make it really work, or I need to just totally retire and lay by the pool.
Retire and call it good.
Yeah. Camp out by the pool. I like hanging out with y'all, and
I like hanging out with you too.
Because I think I've said before, I don't like when these people that started off doing all this stuff, you know, sellers and all that, and then all of a sudden they've stopped doing it because they're generating their ebooks and selling courses and stuff like that. I really don't have time for them because I feel like they're not involved in the process on a day-to-day basis, so you can't really.
True.
You can't really talk like, you know, say what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. And if you haven't realized it or not, I'm real opinionated.
Mm-hmm. So your coffee cup, how many different places can it be?
Well, I found it.
Oh, you did? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I found it. That's the reason I said, what are you doing here?
I was going to say 180 items. It shouldn't be too difficult.
No, because everything is in these boxes behind me.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's good.
But see, it said it was in box 17, and it wasn't. It was in box 22.
Oh, my gosh. Time to do inventory.
Well, that's what my sons are going to do Wednesday.
Yeah.
We don't require them to work during school because that's their job.
Right.
So when I have stuff for them to do, I expect them to do it and not say anything about it.
Yeah.
Because your other choice is to go get a job and try to do school at the same time.
Right.
Shit.
I love my boys. They drive me crazy, but I love them. I'm sure all of you are like that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love my wife. She drives me crazy. I got to make a note now to say there's 3 items in this mailbox. Please pull them out when you come by. Because we have a new postal carrier, and she doesn't look in the she doesn't look up into the box. So I've had to run to the damn post office at 4:45 because she didn't get everything out the box.
So do you have like a note in your mailbox?
Well, I am on this one. I've started doing that.
Yeah,
our postal carrier retired, and I miss her.
Yeah. My carrier just went on vacation last week, and they didn't pick up my packages off my porch, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So Brandon checked into the post office or whatever. And the next day, I guess he caught the lady, you know, as she was putting mail in the box and seen that it was a different person because, you know, we have the same guy, you know.
Right.
She's like, oh, he's on vacation this week. He's in Florida. And he goes, oh, well, you know, if you know, read the note in the box, it says that, you know, we may have packages over on the side, you know, porch or whatever. And she says, oh, okay. And it was like, she didn't even read the note, you know, it was until Brandon told her.
Well, my postal carrier, she was a carrier for like 35 years. And she said, you know, it used to be that there was a huge waiting list to go to work for the post office. And she said, it's not like that now because they're burning through people because they realize that it's really work.
Oh, yeah.
And it can be long days. Hi, Cindy Rosen.
Carol, I hope you're okay.
Hi, Cindy.
I hope you're okay, Carol.
Ugh.
I made for dinner last night. I made shepherd's pie.
Oh, that sounds good.
And I told them tonight that they could either have leftover shepherd's pie or they could have chicken nuggets and French fries.
Shepherd's pie sounds good.
Well, I have chicken nuggets and French fries in the oven. I mean, in the freezer. But
Tater tot hot dish, but with mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I made for the potluck the other day. It was hamburger chow mein. We haven't had that in years, and it was so good.
What is hamburger chow mein?
Yeah. It's rice, hamburger, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, and then you cook it. You mix it all together, and you put it in a, and then you put those chow mein noodles over it and soy sauce. Really good.
The chow mein noodles, are those the crunchy ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when you put it on your plate, then you put chow mein noodles and soy sauce on it. So good.
I used to have
another way of making it too. I haven't made it that way, but they actually cook it with the soy sauce in it. But that's the way I make mine.
I wish I could cook Asian food.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I don't know if it's Asian. I mean,
if I could, I wouldn't weigh nothing.
I don't think it's really an Asian food. It's just called hamburger chow mein, probably because they put chow mein noodles and soy sauce on it.
Well, I'm talking about like beef and broccoli and all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
I used to have a goulash recipe, and it, you know, had rice and other stuff in it. And I lost. Actually, I think the girl that I was dating for, Roberta, I think she stole my cookbook.
Minnesota is the land of 10,000. Not only the land of 10,000 lakes, but it's also the land of 10,000 hot dishes.
You know, I've gotten to where I use my crock pot more because I can throw stuff in it and let it cook all, turn it on low and let it cook all day.
Mhm.
And I discovered crock pot liners.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a lot easier.
It makes cleanup real easy. You can see that it does not take a lot to really amaze me. I know you're going, Tom, crockpot liners have been around forever.
Yeah. Carol says we call it Chinese chop suey, hamburger, bean sprouts, celery, soy sauce.
Oh yeah, I put celery in it too. Yeah, celery. So good. And onions. But I don't put the onions in it because my family don't like onions.
What is wrong with these people? Onions is the substance of life.
I know I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
normally allowed to put celery in it either, but if I chop it real small, I can put it in there.
Oh, I love all that.
I have to chop it real small though for my husband.
You know, it's been a while because my boys are 20 and 21 now. So but when they were Cub Scout, I was a leader. And for one of the projects we did for one of the years they were in Scouts, we made snack food, you know, healthy quote unquote snack foods.
Yeah.
And I took celery and just spooned peanut butter into it. And you would have thought those kids, you would have thought I just brought that from Hong Kong or someplace like that. And I'm thinking, my God, kid, we've always eaten stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my God, this is good. And their mothers were good. Because that's what you're going to start getting for a snack now.
Yeah.
It's also like pimento cheese in them too. So
Yeah, you're supposed to put raisins on them, and they're called ants on a log.
okay. We made crap too. Have you ever had crap? It's quite tasty.
What is that?
It's candy, raisin, and peanuts. Crap. CRAP.
Candy, raisins, and peanuts.
Right. So you put M&Ms, raisins, and peanuts.
Oh, you just mix it?
They thought one boy got a letter sent home to his mother because at lunchtime he was telling, they asked him what he was eating, and he said, I'm eating crap. And then, of course, I got an email from the mother. But I told her, I said, if that's the worst he does in school, honey, you should be shouting. When my youngest son was in the 7th grade, I got a text message from his teacher every day.
Oh my God.
And it was or a phone call. My old phone, I could set different ringtones for, different numbers. I don't know whether I can on this new one or not. And for the school, it was the robot from Lost in Space going, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Because I knew when that school called and I heard that ringtone, it was like, oh my God.
Why? Just because he got in fights or something?
No, because he talked all the time. And I don't know where he got that from, but he talked all the time. And he'd get in trouble for talking. And I told Sasha's teacher was the wife of the headmaster of the school. And I told him one time, not too long before Sasha graduated, I told him, I said, I was worried for a while that you and your wife, I said, I was worried that you were thinking that your wife and I had this thing going on because I talked to her every day. He said, no. He says, because I rode home with her and I heard about everything that was going on. And he said, don't worry about it. Because there was 3 other little boys in there, which they were 7th graders. They're not little boys. They're like 13 years old. That were their parents were getting phone calls and text messages too. I told him he needed to bring back corporal punishment. He said, I can't beat these kids. I said, I'm paying you $9,000 a year. If my child is acting up and I tell you to take him to the office and wear his butt out with a paddle, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Well, I can't.
Oh my gosh. You beat him if I say you beat him.
That's right. My God.
Can you pull a car up?
One of y'all could.
I mean, I legally can't.
Legally, you all can't because you only have your permits. But if you get the keys and pull it up, you can. You're in the freaking driveway. That's how I learned to drive. Backing cars in and out of our driveway.
Yeah.
The keys?
Are they not on the table in there?
Yeah, Brandon was talking to his sister about what we're gonna, because we're usually, getting together with his family, during Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And so I had him message his sister and find out what she was doing, and she said they're having lasagna for Christmas dinner. And I'm like, I'm not doing lasagna. I said, let's just have Christmas dinner here instead. Because my son's going to be home. Actually, both my kids will be home. And I said, let's just have it here. We have a turkey already. Just need to buy all the stuff to go with it, and we'll be good. Yeah, Tom is feisty today. So other than the rain and the cold, Maggie, how was your vacation? I hope it was good.
Did you go ride the Haunted Mansion?
I don't know. Bridget will be here in a little bit. She's at Kohl's spending all her cash.
When she gets here, if she starts talking about having to pack, we're going to have words for that young lady.
I'm glad you got a good time, Maggie.
Good.
Yep. It's really good. Ugh.
My mother fixes a traditional Christmas dinner every year.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's just dial it back a little bit. No. Like, okay, whatever. Tell me what you want me to bring. But I did say, how about let's next year? Because all the kids are, way past the Santa Claus thing. And, because they're too old for Santa Claus to come visit, in case there's any kids listening. I said, why don't we go on a cruise next year for Christmas? And my mother said, that sounds like a great idea.
So she went for that, huh?
She went for that.
Well, that's awesome.
I don't know whether we'll do that or not, but at
that
least
sounds fun. I mean, I understand, like people get tired of doing traditional Christmas dinner and and all of the cooking and cleaning and everything like that. But it doesn't have to be that difficult, you know. I mean, depending on how many people you're cooking for, you know. But like, it's just gonna be us four, so you know, it's not gonna be difficult at all. It's gonna be a turkey, some mashed potatoes, corn, some rolls, some gravy. That's probably about it. Maybe a pie.
So you and Brandon just have the 2 kids.
Yeah, they're actually from my previous marriage. I have a ex.
Well, I do too. Join the freaking club.
But he wasn't involved in my kids' lives. Brandon's been in the kids' lives since Jonah was 5.
Right.
So and they haven't seen their dad since then. So so Brandon raised them.
Bless you.
So yeah, Brandon's the dad in their life. Yep. See, Carol, you're learning something new about me today.
What is she learning?
That she didn't know that Brandon was a second marriage. Yeah, actually,
I thought he was your 4th husband.
actually, Brandon's been married before too.
Do I?
The reason that, well, Brandon and me had a common ground when we first started talking, because we had both experienced loss from cancer. Because my mom had just died, and his first wife just died, and they both died from cancer. So we had a lot to talk about.
Does he have any kids from his previous marriage?
No. I was married before but divorced, and he was married before but widowed. Yeah, and Val, that's the way to do it. If you're gonna have a Christmas dinner, which we always do this at my sister-in-law's house too. Like, if she's making, or she's having the dinner there or whatever, we'll bring stuff so that she's not making everything. We'll bring like the rolls and the green bean bake or whatever, something to help, and then everybody does that. Then there's only like the turkey and the
mistletoe
and the ham, or mistletoe. What the hell are you talking about, Tom? You don't cook mistletoe.
Turkey and the mistletoe.
You cooking mistletoe, and then I can see what's going on in your kitchen.
Oh my God. I went to Heavenly Ham, or Honey Baked Ham, to pick up a ham 2 days before Thanksgiving. And the freaking line was about 500 feet long.
Oh my God.
Because you just can't beat Honey Baked Ham. But when I finally got up to the line, she said, because I go in there and get ham, just like little bits of ham to make sandwiches and stuff like that with.
Mm-hmm.
So they know my face. And she's like, "Did you come in here last Thanksgiving?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "It was just as bad."
What
I said,
in
no, it wasn't.
tarnation is going on up in here?
Not much. What's going on with you?
I had a date.
Oh, good God.
With the girlfriend?
No, with that old battle axe that sells me crap.
Oh.
Oh,
That's your girlfriend.
you've been having a bad day today.
It's gotten to the point I've made so much money selling her stuff now that I can't not buy the stupid stuff that she offers me. So I'm getting a bunch of junk I'd rather not have, but
Sounds
that's
lovely.
okay. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to buy a bunch of crap you can't sell either, though.
Yeah.
He
No,
didn't
I'm
say
not.
you couldn't sell it.
You just
It's
don't want to
stuff that
sell.
will sell, but it's pretty interesting stuff anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Well, if it's interesting, then probably do some good.
I think I'm getting sick.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I think
Didn't you
it's
just get over something, Nikki?
an infection.
I'll run through all the names.
Maggie said this must be Cranky Reseller Day.
Would you get him a bowl of food and some water? Because he's eating out of his food bag.
What is she saying over there that's so funny?
Tell her daughter to get full of water for the dog.
He's got food bowl and water bowl upstairs. He just refuses to go up there and get it.
Oh,
Are you down in the basement?
And so he's sitting here, no, upstairs on their second floor, and he's just sitting down here eating out of the food bag because he doesn't want to go upstairs. He's being lazy. I didn't know he had a food bowl and water bowl upstairs. I saw him eating out of the food bag. I was like, would you feed your damn dog? No, just get out of here. I don't need your dog hair all over my stuff. Come on. Get. Get out here.
It looks like everybody's doing a live show this morning. There's RVA flips and
Oh.
I don't know who RVA is. Is that somebody new?
well, I saw the people who were in his hangout with him were like Lonnie and Cincinnati Picker and who else? That bunch, anyway.
You had to come over here to the fun group.
Yep.
The cool kids. Where's Perryton, Texas at, Todd? You ever heard of it?
Yep. I used to live 25 miles from Perryton.
You mean
It's almost in Oklahoma. It's you know the Oklahoma Panhandle and Texas Panhandle.
yeah.
Perryton's probably 10 miles from the Oklahoma border.
Oh.
I'm shipping something to them.
If you had a map of Texas and you only had one pin to stick it on a wall,
Oh my God.
Perryton would be where you stick the pin.
Okay.
Way up at the top of the panhandle.
Oh.
What's a Vinny, swag?
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, you've had 2 Vinnies.
Yeah, but one's an Y and one's an IE.
She married a Vinny and divorced him, and now she's with a good Vinny. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. You must be a Vinny magnet.
Well, you know what's weird is my mother-in-law and father-in-law's name are Robert and Betty. I mean, yeah, Robert and Betty. Robert and Elizabeth.
Mm.
My ex-in-laws were Robert and Elizabeth.
Wow. That was pretty crazy. I have a lot of coincidences like that with Brandon, okay, so his wife that died, her last name was Daniels. Her maiden name. My maiden name was Daniel.
Wow.
I know. There's other ones too, and I just sometimes whenever I stop and think of all of them, it's like it seems like a lot, but like it, you know, I should write them down or something. But yeah, there's actually a lot. Like I mean, I do a lot with numbers. I have a lot of feelings with numbers. I associate a lot of feelings with numbers, and
You're talking about like emotional feelings, physical.
yes,
Okay.
yes, and also coincidences with numbers is a big thing for me, and so my mother-in-law has the same birthday as my stepmother. And what else? I mean, there is a lot. I can't think of them all at once.
Oh my goodness, I got 150 subscribers now. Woohoo!
Oh, good job, Tom. Everybody's liking the Tom show, huh?
Yeah, that boy don't shut up. Well, you know what? When the lottery gets up to the $1 billion again, we're all going to send you a tenner, and you're going to sit down and have some feelings with some positive numbers and get us some money.
Yeah, I can always not always. I shouldn't say always, but I have a lot of good luck at picking tickets for people at the store. I've sold some big winners.
They have so many things running in North Carolina.
Yeah.
No, Vinny is the good one. Vinny with a Y is the bad one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She knows the one to stay away from.
I'm hungry. What time is it? 2:13. It's. Let me go put this in the mailbox.
Yep. Get it together.
Put a note. 3 packages.
What time did you start the show today?
Not till like 12. I don't know. I don't even know when I started. Like 12 something or.
Oh.
I think it was like 12:30 or something.
Yeah.
She slept in.
Oh.
What do you mean I slept in? I worked until 6 o'clock this morning. And then I went to sleep. And then I woke up after 2 hours. So.
I'm sorry.
I am not a horrible person. I just did what I don't usually do and went to sleep.
You said you were a horrible person.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I feel guilty
Why?
because I went to sleep.
Why?
Shame on you.
Because I don't usually go to sleep.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you just have to do something out of the norm.
Well, of course. She says I've been on for. Carol says I've been on for 74 minutes. Yeah, so a little over an hour. So we started probably what 12.
Well, you heard that Kathy lost her
Close to
puppy.
one.
What?
You heard Kathy lost her puppy yesterday.
Aw.
When her pups died.
Probably the old one.
Yeah. What did I do? There it is. Oh, maybe a cup of coffee and just sit down and eat some bonbons or something. I'm just having a hell of a day today. And my wife that I love in life itself, she got me.
Yeah, I know that dog was on her last leg.
Yeah. My wife got me a little box of Pettifor's.
How sweet.
I know. I told her, I said, "Are you trying to fatten me up to kill me off or something?" She said, "No, you bought me home 2 boxes of Christmas trees. I had the Little Debbie Christmas tree thing. She likes this in coffee." She said, "So I had to get you something."
Yeah, well, whenever I bring Brandon home something like candy or something, I'll tell him, "Hey, I brought you some diabetes."
Mm-hmm.
If you can get them, do y'all have Harris Teeters up in your neck of the woods, or is it just
no.
It's a grocery store thing.
Mm-mm.
Harris Teeter has some of the best lemon Pettifor's you will ever put in your mouth.
Nope.
You're putting petticoats in your mouth.
There it is.
I like lemon stuff too.
Oh, shit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I almost fell.
Oh, don't do that. I almost did that this morning. I did the whole cartoon to where my legs are spinning and my freaking arms are spinning around in circles. I look like a damn cartoon. Our driveway was a sheet of ice. But I had the very, I don't know. I went over to the people across the street. They are moving or something. They had a bunch of bags out there. So, and I seen that they had a couch out there. So I was like, they're probably moving. So I went over there and started digging around in their bags and stuff and found a couple of things of silverware, some hot dog forks, stuff like that. And, but coming back over, I nearly ate it on that freaking ice, and I had those hot dog forks and shit in my hand, and I had a plan. I was gonna throw the hot dog forks as far away as I could from me if I fell, because if not, I was gonna end up stabbing myself on something. Also, it sounds like you're giving birth over there, Nikki.
When I was at my mother and father's house the last time, Thanksgiving,
Yeah, yes.
She was asked me to get something out of her top cupboard, so I got the step stool and got up there and was digging around in her cupboard.
Mm.
And I just about fell off the damn ladder.
Oh my God.
But up in that cupboard was a hot dogger. Do you remember those?
Hot dogger.
Those were the things that you stuck a hot dog in, and like into a little nail on each end, and it basically electrocuted your hot dog.
Okay. Yeah, I remember something like that. Yeah.
I said, "What are you doing with that thing?" He said, "Well, every once in a while I get it out and make a hot dog with it."
Oh wow.
Everything tastes weird. I haven't had a hot dog made in that thing in umpteen years, and I can still remember that it had a funny taste to it.
Yeah. Electrical or something. I don't know.
Yeah. A metal taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, they would.
Todd must be eating something good because it sounds like his doggy can smell it.
Oh yeah, I don't know what she's smelling of now.
I can hear her.
I thought that was Sally. I thought that was Nikki's dog.
No, I think that's Jenny.
Yep. Jenny, what are you smelling of? Huh? What are you smelling of? What is that? What?
That is diesel.
What are you smelling? Huh?
I get a kick out of that dog.
So that's the way she smells. Imagine what she sounds like when she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Between me and her and the pug, I don't think my wife ever gets any sleep with all this snoring going on.
Probably not.
Todd, what did you get from your girlfriend?
Oh my God. You want to run down?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Let me go get some of it.
Okay.
Okay, while you do that, we'll run to the mailbox.
All right.
Okay.
I'll be a minute.
It scared me.
Yeah, you guys get a special show and tell time. And I think we should do a listing challenge tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think.
Instead of Wednesday?
Huh?
Instead of Wednesday?
Yeah. Yeah, because well, let's see.
It's already out.
Yeah, because I got to work Wednesday.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think anybody would care.
I don't know. I think it would just work out better.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would care.
Okay. We could try it. Okay. Oh, you have to work tomorrow, Maggie. That sucks.
Just make sure you post it today so that everybody knows, ahead of time.
Yeah. I'll go up there and do that right now.
Okay. So this is a vintage Bears spectacle loop.
Hold on, Ted, I'm going to present you.
Okay. Yay. And so what you do if you're like a watch repair person or a jeweler, you hook this on your eyeglasses
Oh.
with a little spring thingy. And you can see stuff better. Magnified.
Cool.
And then this is a double one.
Ow, ow, ow.
So you can have one magnification.
Ow, ow, ow.
And then you can have a different magnification. And then together, it's like the combination magnification.
Oh, wow.
These
Cool.
are vintage, probably worth $25 each, and I gave her $25 for both of them.
Aren't you sweet?
Which is better, 1 or 2? 1 or 2. That's what it made me think of.
Yeah. Hi, doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not food. Go lay down.
Then she sold me a vintage Sunbeam dual action infrared heat massager.
Okay.
And it's got my body behind that. That's me right here.
Uh-huh.
You see my picture behind that?
Mm,
That's me.
sure.
Imagine me with a bigger belly now and a whole lot more hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, yeah, you when you were like 15, maybe.
So
Some of those older massagers can go over really good, though. I've sold some.
yeah, I think it's missing some of the little attachments, but
That's okay.
I gave her 2.
Tara says it's creepy how you're rubbing your finger on that dude's chest.
Okay.
Out there, Tara.
What?
Ask her what she was doing out there and not coming in.
What are you talking about?
You just did.
Okay, these are vintage fireplace surround tiles. And I have no idea what they're worth.
Those are pretty.
She thought they were worth a lot.
How many of those you got?
I got like a dozen of them.
Are they all different?
Yes.
Did you say?
I know Scavenger Life has done really well with old tiles.
These are like fireplace tiles, though. They're not like the average like floor tiles or whatever.
Yeah, but they've taken old tiles that were just singly old tiles and have sold them.
Yeah, people use those for a lot more than just to tile their wall or whatever with.
I'm saying don't underestimate them.
I really didn't want to buy those, but it's one of those deals. Okay, this is an original oil painting. No frame. F.I. Tacky. T-A-K-I.
Oh, he's a good artist.
You
I've
know
seen
F.I. Tacky?
Yeah, I've seen some of his stuff go pretty high.
Really?
Like on I've seen him on so other people have shown me on Worth Point and stuff that his stuff is pretty good. Because I have one, but it's not a real painting. It's a I forget what you call them, but it's not a real painting.
A print.
Yeah. So mine wouldn't go that high.
There's 2 bad dents right here. And another one over here.
Mm.
I don't know how that's going to affect value.
Yeah.
But it's
seen better days.
See the old dirt dauber nest. You know what a dirt dauber is, don't you?
No.
It's a wasp that builds its nest out of mud.
Oh.
F.I. Tacky. T-A-K-I.
I've seen his stuff go pretty good. Not like, I mean, you're not going to get $3,000 out of it, but I mean, they sell pretty good.
It's a beautiful painting.
Yeah.
It's like ships invading a port or something and people on the bank shooting at the ships.
I think it was Alana who told me that, who found what he was worth or something one time, but I don't remember.
Anybody's got any information or how to look up an artist?
I remember I couldn't find him one time, but somebody had found it on Worth Point for me.
Come on, Google, help me out here. Google F.I.P.A.K. I
know what a wasp is, but I didn't know what a dirt dauber was. Sorry.
Oh, it's just a type of wasp that makes its nest out of mud.
Oh, I don't know. We just call them wasps.
And
Hank says can't be that great unless it has eels.
That's awesome.
DJ Snake Taki artist. That's not it. Yeah, Google doesn't want to help me much.
I gotta stay over here because my daughter's got her damn radio going. Hi,
Like there was a Taki that was a
Japanese animator.
Yeah.
I need to tell Maggie thank you because she thought that was me on that box. The one that you was rubbing your fingers on. She said, I was going to say, what was Tom doing on that box? Honey, I wish that was me on that box.
How do you spell his name again? T-A what?
T-A-K-I.
T-A-K-I?
Okay, then we got Cupid.
God dang it, eBay. Stop it.
Bye.
Changing it.
Can't see it, Todd. Who is it?
B-O-U-C-H-E-R.
Boucher?
Boucher.
Boucher.
Cupid's Bub. Voucher.
Is Todd making you look up stuff for him again?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why you fall into the teacher trap. You know, and they try
I know.
to educate you.
I should charge them for this shit.
I don't know the first name of the voucher. Boucher. Boucher. Boucher.
So you came home with a bunch of art today.
Well, it wasn't all art.
I remember Taki was really hard to find. I remember that. My stuff, my painting was really hard to find. But if you do some research, you'll find them.
What the hell's that thing?
This is a vintage crafting kit for
Well, how vintage can it be? It says email.
I know.
oh, I guess so. The
Yeah, well,
picture
email was around early 90s.
Email has been around since about the 57, so just not to the general public.
Since when?
57. The military developed email.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I believe it was the project developer was a female major.
Wait a minute. I thought Al Gore invented that.
Yeah, Al Gore.
No, Al Gore was not alive. Well, he was alive, but he was just he was.
He invented the internet. I know that.
Okay, so what it was is a kit that you put.
Was it for jewelry?
Yeah, you put this powder stuff and heat it up, and it becomes like enamel.
Huh.
Oh.
And
Like
then
powder
you make like cufflinks or like a ring, and it's got different powders that I don't know how it works. It's like a home jewelry enamel kit.
Cool.
Wow.
This means something different in German because you get. I found a different box that's actually like got German on it. I wonder if email meant something different.
Email.
It's like
What it says.
like pieces of copper blanks. Like here's one that's been done.
Mm.
Oh, it's like porcelain paint. Yeah.
So I don't know what all you do with it.
Well, I think you heat it up and that powder coat melts on the jewelry.
I guess so. Look at this old
I knew it. The Germans invented it.
cord with the woven stuff.
No. Al Gore Sr., Al Gore's daddy.
Was in World War II.
No, he was at a political meeting with some of his friends, and they came up with this idea to send secret messages. That's how they come up with the internet. And then Al Gore Jr. later took it to Washington, and that's how we use the internet today.
Oh Lord!
What the hell is going on?
With the discovery and origins.
Oh, the guy said you could buy the
email.
rest of the microphones in 2019. That's his feedback. Okay, well, we'll wait for you.
Yo,
Don't worry now, honey. Our bills are paid. He's going to buy them in 2019.
Show me,
Diesel.
show me the
Hi,
money.
Diesel boy. Hi,
Hi, Andrew.
Diesel.
He's such a handsome boy.
Hi, Diesel. There you go, boy.
Thanks.
There's your kiss. Up your nose with the rubber hose.
Treat, Diesel? Treat? Cookies? Kitty, kitty, kitty.
I know you're getting our dogs all jacked up.
Daddy talking.
Yeah, you heard kitty, kitty, kitty.
Thanks for the kisses.
Now, what's that, Todd?
This is a ship's
What?
navigation tool.
Oh, yeah. What the heck do they call those?
Yeah, we sold a few of those.
Yeah,
Called
you
an azimuth circle. And
Oh, I gotta go on mute. I'll be right back.
I got 3 of these from her today.
Nice.
And they came with two of them came with the compass that goes in the center.
You didn't tell her how much you sold that watch for, did you?
No.
Good boy.
Spill my
Oh crap!
Oh, there goes the iced tea.
There goes my phone. It landed right on my phone. So the ship's compass, I guess, fits down in the center of the azimuth circle.
Oh, cool.
Oh, neat.
And this one's labeled the Pioneer Commander.
Mm.
So what should those do?
If you look up the Pioneer Commander, it was at Vietnam at the closing of the war.
Uh-huh.
And the South Vietnamese Army commandeered the Pioneer Commander, and they put thousands of soldiers on board that ship to escape the advancing North Vietnamese on Saigon.
Oh, the fall of Saigon.
Yeah. So it's a historic ship, and this compass was aboard that ship.
Wow.
Compass card. How much is a compass card worth? Vietnam era.
I don't know. What do we look like, Todd?
Huh?
What do we look like, the crystal resource facility here?
Mm-hmm. Yes, thanks, please. Okay. Compass.
Or don't you have like a brand or something on it? Isn't there a brand or something?
Yeah.
R-I-T.
RITCHIE Sons.
Hank says you can't be guilt tripping yourself. You rescued her from her Miss Team 1000s.
Is it Richie? Oh wow! Because here's a Richie compass in the box. But God, it only sold for $50. I'd have thought it did a little better.
It's a compass card, is what it says. And I think the card fits down in those azimuth circles, and you use it to navigate your ship. I don't know.
I know me too, Cindy.
I was not in class the day we learned about ship navigation.
Yeah, it's probably back in those days. You just used one of those sundials when you were in school. Didn't you guys like used to hold a piece of crystal to the sun or something like that?
You've been a little pain in
It was Christopher Columbus Elementary, where Christopher Columbus was a teacher.
Todd was out there trying to find the route for the spices of India. And
I'm on the spice trail. I'm on the
How do you spell compass?
Compass.
COMPASS.
Don't feel bad, Hank. You know that Richie? I'm like, I added a letter because I can't understand what he's saying. It sounded like you said N-E instead of E. I'm like, you mean Richie?
Hang on, I gotta kill a dog.
Oh,
Tack dog.
scratch one dog. Two dogs enter, one dog leave.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sitting here just talking up a storm, and I had my.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, and then you're probably thinking, what a bunch of bags are just talking around.
Right.
Oh my God, it's so rude. I can't believe this.
I was trying to defend Todd's honor by spice trade routes in Christopher Columbus Elementary, and I was talking to myself.
Tara just keeps laying out the digs and not even letting me get a word in.
That's right.
Tara's often rude like that.
I tell you.
Oh my God! Guess what I
Get your
got?
wife under control, dude.
What'd you get?
Guess what I got? And I bought it for myself.
No, we're gonna resell
What'd you
it.
get?
A horse print.
Yeah,
Oh, Monopoly.
for the millennial one.
Oh,
Are y'all millennials?
No, I don't think so. I just wanted the game. I'm not gonna play it. I mean, I'm gonna
wish.
play it, but
I
that's for
so
me.
wish I was millennial.
What year do you have to be born to
Oh my
be a
God, I wish I
millennial?
was.
I don't
Maybe
know. But if Jim was a millennial, he would have already cut his own wrist.
I'll take any year after 65 to be born.
my
Please
daughter
change.
said. My daughter said 1980 was when millennials started.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, then I got 2 millennial kids. Well, what's Brandon though? If he was born in 07,
I don't know. She just left.
I don't think they've got a name for
Oh yeah,
that.
there are people roughly born between the years of the 80s and 90s.
yeah, Jimmy was born in
No.
89 and Megan was born in 91.
Yeah, I'm a 73, so I'm not a millennial.
You were born in 73.
I'm
Yes, sir.
74. I was born in 74. Tom.
What do they call us? What generation are we?
Aren't we Generation X or something? Or
Z.
I'm responsible for making a couple millennials.
C maybe? Yeah. I
Oh
don't
man,
remember what generation we are.
oh yeah, we're generation. Jim's a Generation X too because it starts in 61.
I mean, what does that mean? I ain't no hippie.
They say that Generation Z is after millennials.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
That's zombies. That's post-zombie and apocalypse.
Mid 90s to early 2000s.
Okay, I just checked to see if I was muted again.
oh boy.
Who's Tara? Were you born in 73? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
I hate you all.
Hey, Tom.
Okay, now this is disturbing me that you're surprised I'm young enough to be born in 73.
Hey, Tom.
Ma'am,
I'm younger than she is. I was born in
hate you.
74.
Yeah, and I'm younger than she is.
I was a ninth grader when Tara was born.
Huh?
So
You
was
were
Jim.
You were a 10th grader when I was born.
Jim's 8 years older than me.
Yeah, I was
so
Bridget's even older than me by a year.
Yep.
I was in 3rd grade when Tara was born.
Y'all look younger than me, but yeah.
Yeah, I had somebody called me a baby last night.
oh my god, last year I was buying some beer and the cashier carded me and she's like apologizing. I'm like, no ma'am, thank you. I mean, oh my god, I gotta take this call. This was
All right.
You're all a bunch of young punks.
Bunch of young punks.
Get off my lawn.
That's right. You know, you kids get off my lawn.
Squirt you with a hose. It might not be the water hose.
Well, let's look over here in the chat. I don't know when there. See how many of these were weren't born until 1992.
Yeah, me and Maggie about the same age, I think. No, me and Grandma Magic. Maggie's younger than me too, right?
Oh my God! I thought Hank was my friend. She's in there talking about us having to whip out our back abacus to do math with. I'm 9 years older than Roberta.
Wow.
So she, we did not meet until she was like 32, and I was getting ready to turn 40.
Yeah.
But people say, "Oh my God, when you were 18 years old, she was 9 years old." Let's just stop right there for a minute. We didn't even know each other. She was up in the mountains, and I was down at the coast.
Yeah, it's different when you know, I mean, when you're older. I mean, as long as you're not like 12 seeing a, you know,
Well, it's different when you're
19-year-old
an
or
adult.
something. Yeah.
Because, see, I think of all of y'all as old people like me.
Yeah. I mean, if you stop and think about it, oh my God, Tom was, you know, this age when his wife was born, you know, then it sounds gross, but but once you're an adult, age doesn't really matter.
I felt one of those stupid hairs in my chin.
You what?
I hate that. I feel one of those stupid hairs in my chin.
Oh.
So, but age matters a little bit. Like sometimes Hank will say stuff in the side chat, and I have no idea what she's talking about. Some young whippersnapper saying.
Yep. Are you done showing off all your stuff?
Yeah. I got nothing else.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, y'all weren't very helpful looking stuff up for me, so I just.
Well, you can't do it all, right, Todd? You gotta stay up on your game too. You know, we don't want to take it all away from you.
I mean, Sally, he does not appreciate anything. Last week, you and Valerie and me and Bridget and Kathy were just, you know, we were just rooting him on, trying to get that watch value up there, giving him all that good juju and all that kind of stuff.
I know.
And he made all that money, and now he's ripping on us.
Thank you, Tom. You're the reason that watch sold for so much. Thank you. That's
right. I was over here dancing naked around candles to get that price up on that thing.
Yes, you were.
Hank says, "You know, damn Skippy what an advocate says, don't you play?"
I'm looking at it. Hey, sorry, guy. Let me do something here. Hang on a minute.
I stuck these light shades, these very delicate light shades, in my daughter's closet, and I told her, they're in a box in your closet. Do not touch them. What did she do? She touched them, and now like 3 of them are broken.
Oh, no. Why did she do that?
I don't know. And I told her, if you must move them, even though they weren't in her way, I said, if you must move them, because I didn't have anybody to carry them for me, carry them out of the house for me. So I was like, I didn't have anybody to carry them out to the truck for me because my hands were really sore that day. And I said, I'm going to work on them next week at your house while I'm in town. And she says, okay, no problem. And I says, if they are in your way, just be very, very careful if you must move them.
Yeah.
Well, apparently what she told me, I moved them, but I was really careful. Well, apparently she wasn't, because they had paper in between them. So they shouldn't have got broke. She was careful. So she's looking some goddamn money. So she has to give me at least $10 a piece for them. These are about $40, $50 light shades I'm selling.
Oh, man. Well, that sucks.
And I looked at each and every one of them before I bought them to make sure they didn't have any chips in them.
Yeah.
So I know that I looked at them very, very closely. So I knew they didn't have any breaks in them. Oh, well. I'll still make my money off of them. It's just not as much as I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. It's pretty difficult to take pictures of this white stuff with a white background.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a white background, they say you're not going to get in the search results on Google and stuff. So.
Oh, really?
That's what eBay says, that everything has to be on a white background or Google's not going to pick you up on their search. That's what they were saying when they changed everything to white background. But now everything is. So then I thought, well, if I just do my main picture on the white background, it'll be okay. But for the white background, I mean, this is a white, very, very delicate, very thin light shade, and it's completely white and terrible on the white background. You can't see the decorations or anything on it.
Right.
It looks terrible. Oh, well, I guess I won't worry about Google search. I'll just take the way it is. I'll put it on a colored back. Oh, that looks nice on a colored background. Wow. Ooh, is that pretty? Nice picture.
I gotta take a potty break. I'll be right back.
Okay. Everybody doing some listing?
Not me. I just had my little picking session after I took my packages to the post office. I should list, but I'm just not quite feeling it. Maybe I will.
I'll say it one more time. I've got to go run an errand for my lovely bride. I will go see. I'll see you guys later, and gals.
Okay.
I bet that's not the last time you say that.
My lovely bride.
No, I'm going to run an errand for her.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. That's my mission in life is to try to make her happy. See you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bridget must be buying all the things at Kohl's. She said she'd be in as soon as she was done with Kohl's, but that was a long time ago. All right.
So where is Valerie right now?
California.
California. Tim's in the house.
Hi, Tim. Yeah, I'm getting some lifting done today, which is good. I didn't do squat yesterday. Oh, I almost dropped it. Woo! That would have been a mess. In the house.
Swamps in the house.
Hi, Glenn. Glad you're watching the chat. If not. I'm listing. Trying to make some money. So I suppose that watch, you can't put insurance on it if it's going overseas, huh? Well, if you use global shipping program, I guess it's all right, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that watch was sold overseas?
The big one?
Yeah, the expensive one. Was that one sold overseas?
No, it was like Washington State.
Oh! I thought you said it was going over. Okay, never mind then.
But there was a $1,000 limit on shipping insurance.
Yeah. There was Smith.
If the USPS loses it and I get $1,000, I'm still good. So
Yeah.
of course, not as good as if the deal goes through, but I should check the tracking on that.
Well, I didn't know you could only go up to $1,000 on insurance.
Well, I don't know if there's some other way you can add more. Yeah, it limited me to $1,000 insurance.
Huh.
Delivered. Yay, it got delivered.
Oh, it did?
Oh, wait. A different watch.
Oh, is
that's it. I thought it was going to Washington State. It went to North Miami Beach, Florida.
Oh.
Which is kind of a ritzy place.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. Won't be a scammer, hopefully. Mm-hmm.
I should do a Google search of that or Google Earth search of that address. Let me. Let's see.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Maggie, this his watch sold for what, $2,095? $2,995?
$2,995.
If you want to watch the end of it,
Boy.
it's on the reseller squad.
And I told 2,930.
No. Okay, so 2,930. Okay. Yep.
Okay, the watch went to one block off the beach, Miami, Florida.
Yeah, if you want to watch it, it's on the reseller squad, and I tell you where to start watching. We're just listing and working today, Beth. If you want to hang out with us.
Yeah.
So it looks like the watch went right to a shopping center right across the street from those high-rise beachfront properties in Miami Beach.
Wow.
Somebody there ought to be able to afford to wear that watch.
Yeah. imagine spending that much on a watch. But that's not my thing, so, you know.
Right.
Well, in all actuality, watches hold their value way better than a luxury watch is generally worth more in 20 years than it is now.
Oh, really?
But a luxury car not worth more than it is now.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's can be a valuable store of wealth.
Yeah.
High-end watches are generally not a stupid purchase.
Huh.
I mean, it's true that a Casio or a Seiko or a whatever is gonna be all you need, and you can buy about 1,000 Casios for what a Rolex costs. But at the end of a Casio's life, it goes in the trash.
Right.
And there's almost no end to the life of a Rolex.
And people will pay for a pretty moderately used Rolex too, I'm assuming.
Yes. If you've got a Rolex that's been maintained under its and everything, it's or I don't know, but if most Rolex are worth more than what they originally sold for, but I know that quite a few of them are. So yeah, Don Johnson or somebody's going to be riding around with a watch.
So everybody had pretty good sales this week.
Yeah. Also.
Yeah.
For not listing, yeah.
Yeah.
The week is young. How far back can we go?
This is true.
Plus, I'd gone like 3 days last week without any sales, so anything is better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Because Wednesday, December 12th was a really good sales day for me.
Yeah.
I haven't sold a lot of things, but I've sold some expensive things. So.
Yeah. what you would call that.
Hank says I took a pic of 8 items and could have sworn I did like 20. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sore.
Hank is so smart for learning reselling at a young age.
What'd you say?
But I think Hank is so smart for learning reselling at a young age.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's like 12. I don't know. She's just young, 20 something.
She says 85.
85.
Bullshit.
Did you just
I
say
turned
bullshit?
85 this last year, she says.
Did Todd just say bullshit?
Yeah.
I'm not used to him saying stuff like that.
Well,
She said, don't test me, you whippersnappers.
I mean, it's fine that you said it. I'm just not used to it.
I was told by several people at a young age that the use of expletives, as they were, is just maybe kind of showing your intelligence level, which I didn't have a problem with because I'm dumber than a box of hair, but so I try not to. If you can't think of a good word to use to express yourself, a cuss word is not going to make it a whole lot better.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean? Just because you say add a cuss word to try to make your point about something, that doesn't make your point any more valid or any less valid.
You don't think so? I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I talk way more than I could.
Sometimes whenever I add a cuss word to it, it just makes it seem like it's the right amount of whatever it is. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I cuss more when I'm by myself driving than I do any other time.
I could see that. Hey, Bridget.
Hi. Look at,
I mean-
I got a Secret Santa gift.
About time.
Oh, cool.
And look at this cute little instructions.
Aw.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
It is. Okay. Now, it came from somebody who lives in Florida. So who lives in Florida?
Well, there's a lot of people that live in Florida, actually.
Hank lives in Florida. Who else lives in Florida? Alana lives in Florida.
Alana.
Right? Who else lives in Florida?
Alana lives in Florida?
Huh?
I thought Alana lived in like California or Oklahoma or something.
Yeah, you say
Arizona.
that all. You say that all the time, Nikki.
Oh no, Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
Doesn't she live in Arizona?
No, she lives in Florida, but you always think it's Arizona or somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's Florida.
Oh,
Every time we mention where she lives, you always think it's there.
Yeah.
I just can't get it out of my head.
That's how I remember where she lives, because I remember you're always wrong.
Fine.
Oh, I like this. That's cute. Okay.
I'm sure she lives in Florida.
Yes, we're sure she lives in Florida.
Oh, cool.
The Thomas K. Disney Planner, 2019.
Oh, nice.
Is that
Oh, very nice.
And you can actually rip these pictures out and put them in frames.
Oh, cool.
Which is probably what I would be doing after I use it. You gotta tell me who this is. I think getting picked and not knowing who to think.
Let me look at my list. I gotta see who it is. Okay, I know who it is.
Did I mention the name?
Yeah.
Alana? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, okay, I look at the return address. I'm like, all right, it's Florida. So
she kind of already knew, so I didn't really.
Yeah, I kind of already do.
Yeah, so she guessed.
Oh, cool.
Ah, that is cool.
I like that.
That is awesome.
That's going to go right on my desk when I'm sitting at it. But when Chris is sitting at it, it can't go on here. Woohoo! I love pens. I love stationery stuff.
I do too.
Office supplies. Oh my gosh.
Oh, did you watch Steven Steph crawling around in that the dumpster where they got so much?
Oh, cool.
So many pins and stuff.
Well, thank you, Alana, if you're on here.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen a lot on here.
Steven Steph got into Staples dumpster.
Is that when they found the scooters?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Scooters.
But
cover with scooters.
Staples threw away all their 2018 stuff.
Oh.
Like calendars and planners and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They also threw away a whole bunch of other stuff. They got like 10,000 pens and markers.
That's awesome. I found a new dumpster.
Good.
But it might not be very promising. I'm gonna check it out next week. I didn't see anything this morning, but it's in a medical building. So you never know.
Oh, that could be good, Sally, because they change up their machines and stuff like that.
Well, it could be good, but not like all the time.
No,
right.
no.
Right. It'll be one that I just check and, just glance over and see if there's anything in there. And if there is, then I'm getting it.
Yeah.
So how's everybody today?
Good.
I just kind of barreled on and took over the whole thing. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right.
You little punk, butt out. No, it was getting a little boring around here with just me and old Nikki and.
Oh God, I would never be able to put boring in the same sentence.
Love you too, Todd. Thanks.
Anytime. Yeah.
There's no way I would use Nikki and boring in the same.
Well, I'm listing, so I'm not that exciting today.
Oh, are we supposed to be listing?
No, I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
What
too.
you guys do.
Is everybody listing?
I'm going to list this famous artwork right now just to find out who the guy is.
I wonder what this is. This is from Couch Potato. I don't.
You have Worth Point, Todd?
No.
What do you need, Todd?
Okay, would you look up artist, oil painter, oil painting, anyway, artist, painter.
Hockey.
F period L period TAKI.
TAKI?
Yeah, he painted this.
Let's see.
It's like the British fleet attacking something.
Okay, when I put in FLTAKI, this is all I get.
He's really hard to find. I really had a hard time finding him. Are you sure it's FL or FI? And then make sure that that's just TAKI because I thought there was more letters than that. Are you sure it's just TAKI?
Yeah, and it's weird because the TAKI, the TAK is capital letters.
Yeah.
And the I is lowercase, which I thought was an odd thing.
But it's F period L period.
Yep. That's what I read. I don't know if you can read it there. My camera sucks. FLTAKI.
Bring it up a little bit.
I don't
Could be.
Oh God.
Could be EL.
No, I don't think it's EL. I'm trying to
EL,
remember
that would be typical for Todd if it was EL.
You know how much he likes his eels.
Hey, another eel.
He's probably like, you're all a bunch of assholes.
I bet there's eels in the water during this battle.
That's not him. FLTAK. Oh gosh.
I'm not at home, so I can't look at my print. I don't remember exactly.
You have one with that same name on it?
Huh?
You have one with the same name?
Yeah, but mine ain't mine's a little more like like a street in Italy or something. It's more like cartoony.
Okay.
But mine was just a print. It's not an actual painting.
Is yours a real painting, Todd?
No. Yeah, Todd is.
Yes.
God, I don't know. TAKI. FLTA.
It's really, really hard to find. I had a hell of a time finding mine. And I mean, you're not going to get rich on his stuff, but it sells pretty good, I think, if I remember correctly. This one. This one has a chunk out of it.
It's Tucky too. T-U. Let's see. I don't know, Ted. I can't find anything.
Yeah, he's really hard to find.
You gotta really. How long did you take trying to research it on Google and stuff?
And I think
not very long.
I think when I found mine, it was like on another auction site, like one of those art auctions.
Right. Yeah. Usually that's what you'll find. I'll usually do like a image search, or just put in the name and click images and try to see something similar. Sometimes you can find them at those art auctions. EFL Tucky artists.
Did you try FI?
No, good idea.
I might be wrong, but it's been a long time since I researched it.
Hey, Nikki, Karen wants to know if you're going to be doing any lives at the Lakehead Winter Hayride.
I don't know if I'm going to do it next week. I'm getting kind of sick. I'm being out in the cold. We'll see how warm it is. If it was as warm as it was this weekend, yeah, I'll do it. But I just totally forgot to do anything this weekend. Sorry. I was gonna and then I forgot.
How cold was it?
It wasn't that bad. It was in the 30s.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. The wind. The problem is the wind chill is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature's nice, but then when you get out in that field and that wind picks up, then it gets really freaking cold. And I was trying to wait until nighttime so I could ride the hay wagon so that you could see all of the lights. But then by then the wind had picked up and it was just so dang cold to ride out there. So hopefully I'll get something this week. But if it's not as nice as it was this last weekend, I ain't gonna even go. I said my arthritis hurts hearing that.
Oh.
Where'd you get it? Kohl's.
Oh my God. I got some Christmas gifts. Like I got some like comfy pants for my daughter's fiance, and I got some from Chris, and but I didn't get anything for myself, which I'm very proud of myself because they had a lot of tempting stuff.
Yeah. I bet.
Like, no, I'm not here for me. I can't buy anything for myself right now. Has anybody heard of Sea of Thieves?
Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. It's a gaming something. I don't know. Sea of Thieves. So my nephew finds this thing on Etsy, Hateful Bounty Skull. Ahoy pirate scum. This gaming prop decor item is available to wash ashore in less than a week's time prior to shipment. Okay. It's $60. And it looks, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to say, oh man, sorry. It's not going to get here in time for Christmas, so I can't.
Yeah. It's $60.
Yeah.
At Walmart, it says $24.99.
Oh, this is a handcrafted. Let me look up Walmart the one. It's a handcrafted skull. Glow in the dark skull.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, how long are you gonna really like that $60 thing?
Yeah.
No. I'll give him a gift card for Etsy. You can go buy something.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can put it towards it.
Yeah. I don't spend that much money on usually $20, $30.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you get them,
no,
50, 60.
Oh.
My great nephew.
Oh, your great nephew. Oh.
If you get them $50, $60 gift card, they'll spend it all on that one game.
Yeah.
It's not a game though. He's got the game. This is a skull, handcrafted. Hang on.
Oh, he wants a skull. Oh, I see.
I'm gonna screen share. I'm gonna be Todd.
Okay.
It's this thing. It's this thing.
Oh. Great.
Spent $60 on this.
Now you're too young to be playing with skulls.
He's 17. No, that's on Etsy. But, you know, it doesn't look like somebody just threw reflective tape on there.
Yeah. It looks like trash.
Look, it says materials, various paints, LEDs, acrylic rods, hot glue, and batteries.
Oh.
Yeah. It's trash.
I know if I spent $60 and I got it in the mail and I'm going to be like, what the hell did I just blow $60 on?
Oh, my hands.
Oh, Karen says, Bridget, my daughter-in-law works at Macy's and saw Disney Coach stuff on sale.
I can't buy stuff for myself, but thank you.
She's not the season to be buying nice.
No, we actually try to, like, what we do in our household is nobody's allowed to buy themselves anything after Thanksgiving, because then it's supposed to go on a list if it's something you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm.
I have a case in review on Poshmark right now.
For what?
I sold a pair of tennis shoes and the person says that I put the wrong size. And I said, no, I didn't. I said, I said, no, I didn't. I put the size that's on the tag. It's a women's size 11, I think I said. Anyways, I'm like, no, I didn't say the wrong size or whatever. And they said, well, that doesn't even matter. Because, I mean, they went, yeah. Okay, so they said they reported not the size in the listing. And then they say, these are men's size 11, not women's size 11. And I would like to return them immediately. Please let me know the best way to do this. And so the Poshmark people say, we're currently reviewing and welcome me to provide feedback to assist with our review or whatever. And then I said, these are women's size 11. So I don't know why you think it's a men's size 11. And, you know, as seen on the tag or whatever.
Right.
And they said, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter that these are, you know, if these are women's size 11, because they smell so bad because they stink like cigarettes. And I would like to return them immediately. I'm like, okay, well.
So first of all, they weren't the right size and now they stink?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just sent me a thing a couple of days ago saying we have requested more photos from the buyer. So thanks for your patience. And that was from them. So so we'll see what happens.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I had a freaking. I had to go to Kohl's because I bought Chris a jacket. He wanted a jacket. Dressier looking lightweight jacket. I bought him a freaking leather jacket last year for Christmas. I said to him, hey, what about that leather jacket I bought you last year for Christmas? You didn't buy me a leather jacket last year for Christmas. Yes, I did. Well, where is it? I don't know. And then he goes, so I go and look, it's hanging up in the closet. Oh, I forgot all about this jacket.
Oh my God.
But yet you want me to buy you another one? Like,
no way.
Well, anyway, so I bought him like one of these pea coat type things. And yeah, I got it. I ordered it from Kohl's online, got it. There's no way it would fit him. I know, just by looking at it, I'm like, I gotta go get an extra large. So I had to go to Kohl's and take it back. But I kind of off, you didn't remember. Well, they got a leather jacket. Oh. That tells you he has too many damn clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of clothes, where's Brandon?
He's in bed.
Sally? Yeah, I know, right? I should have. Sally? Why is he in bed?
I don't know. I'm not his mother. I don't
and
know.
Nikki's over there giggling in the background.
I know.
No. You are a better person than that.
Yeah, but if Bridget, he got up. I went in there and went to bed. He got up and did all the shipping except he couldn't find one thing, and so he woke me up at the end or whatever of that. And And
As long as he
and
did
I
his
didn't.
household duties.
Yeah, and he got all the shipping done by himself. He even wrapped my Secret Santa for me. So
Ooh. All right. Well,
That's okay then. He can take a nap.
I accidentally just opened an Amazon package I thought was for me, but it wasn't.
Ruh-roh.
Well, I think it was for me, but not for me. Like I didn't order it.
Oh,
This time of year, you have to be careful with that.
I know. I think I looked at the name on the
You're opening your Christmas gift and ruin Christmas for yourself.
I'm terrible. I want to know. Like I am terrible with surprises.
I am too.
I am definitely a snooper for sure.
I am too. I was the kid that would unwrap her presents and then rewrap them.
I'm an adult.
Not me. I
I-
want to ruin Christmas for myself.
I did.
And you'd wrap them up really carefully. Like you'd take the tape off really carefully and then you'd peek at them.
Mhm.
That's terrible.
Yep. Yep.
Shame on you.
I would totally ruin Christmas for myself every time if I could.
Shame on you.
I didn't want any surprises.
But Nikki, don't tell anyone.
My problem was not that I wanted to unwrap my gifts. I wanted my kids to unwrap their gifts because I was so dang excited.
Yeah.
That's like-
Well.
It's like my great niece, one of my great nieces. She loves Fall Out Boy. Well, I bought a Fall Out Boy drumstick that was signed by all of them. And I got it in the mail and I was like, oh my God, I just want to give it to her. Because I know it's going to be like the best gift she ever got this Christmas, you know? And I'm just like, I just want to give it to her.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the same way.
It's driving me crazy not to give it to her.
I
I was
can't-
that way with my kids. I'd buy them exactly what they wanted. And I knew they were going to be so excited. I just couldn't wait to let them open their gifts.
Yeah. I know. I was like that too, Nikki. And we actually started having them open one gift on Christmas Eve because I couldn't wait.
I know. I always told my husband, I said, nope, we're waiting until Christmas morning. They can't open nothing till Christmas morning. Well, then as they were getting older and I was buying them better gifts and I was like, exactly what they wanted, you know, then I was like, well, I suppose we could do one gift on Christmas Eve, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we go to my sister's on Christmas Eve, we like everybody will give, like I'll give everybody their gifts that we got. Everybody we'll exchange our gifts with everybody, you know, and then you have this big pile of gifts next to you. I wait until people are opening like the gifts I gave them first before I open my gifts because I'm so excited to see how they like them.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. What the hell's a lip ring? I said, well, it's too late to order that because the guy says it takes about 2 weeks. And she goes, well, that's what I thought. It was a late idea. And then, because this is for her son, she goes, you want to know something else I didn't get him? And this one will really make you shake your head. He wants a lip ring. What the hell's a lip ring?
Oh my gosh.
Is that a lip like pierced?
Yeah. Is his lip pierced?
No, he probably wants it pierced. I ain't doing that shit. Nope.
Oh.
My sister will freaking kill me if her grandson has a lip ring that I bought.
Yeah, you don't want to get into that mess.
Nope.
You don't want to be cool Aunt Bridget.
I would be to him, but then my sister would be like, why'd you let my grandson get that?
Yeah. Mhm.
So no.
Sister. Yeah, my sister's gonna hate me forever, but I'll be cool Aunt Bridget.
Nope. I don't buy bodily things like that.
Mhm.
Get a gift card. That's what he's getting. A Visa gift card, and then you can just shop wherever.
Yeah, I was telling Tom earlier. I had walked across the street this morning because the people across the street are moving or something or getting rid of a bunch of stuff or something. They had a couch out there and then they had a bunch of bags. And so I was like, they're getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So it was still dark, but I put my headlamp on and went over there and stuff. And my driveway is a sheet of ice right now.
Ooh.
So when I was over there, I found like, a couple of like kitchen knives and stuff, and I found hot dog forks and a couple of bowls. And and I'm coming back over, and I have to plan in my head because the driveway is so slippery. I'm like planning in my head, if I fall, I'm gonna throw these knives and hot dog forks as far away from myself as I possibly can, because if not, I'll land on one of them. I can just see that, landing on a freaking hot dog fork and killing myself.
How funny. Yeah, you don't have to. Oh gosh.
I'm just thinking in my head, just throw them as far as you can.
And you're walking slowly. Oh, that would be your luck, though.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I just slipped because I did do the where your legs are moving so fast, it looks like you're in a cartoon. Your arms are circling, to try and keep yourself balanced.
You wouldn't kill yourself. You wouldn't kill yourself with it. You get it stuck somewhere and then have to go to the emergency room and explain how you got this hot dog fork stuck like water or something.
And that's when,
at 6 o'clock in the morning.
To do this, I was going through some stuff on the road my neighbors were throwing out.
Yeah, really. I think Brandon would be questioned.
Yeah, probably.
That was really strange.
What?
This old lady pulled up next to me at the bank. I parked at the bank. And she parked next to me, but she parked like over, like out of her, like halfway in her spot and halfway out of her spot. Well, anyways, I'm in the bank and she comes and she smiles at me or whatever when she parked, and she and I was parked in my spot, perfectly. Well, anyway, when I leave the counter at the bank, she comes over to me. She goes, "We need to trade keys. That truck is way too big for you." She says, "This lady's like 80 years old." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you didn't even get in my truck." I was like, "Yeah, but she's driving a little minivan, And I was like, "Yeah, well, yours is cheaper to drive. I probably should switch you." This gas up here is $1.95 right now.
I don't want to hear it.
And diesel's like $3.30.
Wow, our diesel is under $3, but our gas is $2.25.
Our gas is $2.65 here. So I don't want to hear any.
Whoa! Sorry. I just opened a bottle of spritzer water and it flew all over me. There's no sugar in it. Sorry. Your gas is what? $2.65?
$2.65 here.
Mm.
Yeah. If you're lucky, you could find it for $2.45.
When I go down to Kentucky, well, I haven't been down there for a couple weeks, but I think when I was down there, it was $2.04.
Yeah, ours is $1.95. Well, some of the people are still like $2.04, but yeah, most of them are at $1.95.
Well, you're a port city, that probably helps you. I'm $2.25, but like a diesel's still like, I think it's $2.80 here or something like that. $2.93 maybe.
Yeah, diesel is $3.28 is the lowest I've seen here. Oh, my daughter the other day put gas in our diesel truck. And I was at the gas station. Well, I had her drive because my hands were hurting. And so I says, the light came on, the fuel light came on. I was hoping it was going to wait till my husband picked up my husband. But anyways, the fuel light had come on. So she goes, "How much you want me to put in?" I said, "I just throw $40 in there for now. It'll get us through tonight, because we were in a hurry to get things done for the hayride, And my husband wanted to go up to the hayride early and get some more lights done and some other stuff done up there. Well, anyways,
we get back in, I go run in and pay. She's pumping. And we had just discussed, she's like, which one is the diesel pump? And I said, just pull right over here. This one's a diesel pump. So we were discussing it just before she got out of the truck. Anyways, so I go run into the gas station. I come back out and she starts the truck and it goes up to full. And I was like, well, that's weird. We just put $40 in it. It usually takes over 80 to fill it up, you know? And I says, there must be something wrong with the float. The float must be sticking. I said, shut it off, turn it back on. So she shuts it off, turns it back on, still goes up to full. I'm like, what the hell, you know? Well, anyways, I said, well, maybe let's just go. Maybe it'll level out. So we went over to Duluth to pick up my husband from his party. He had his Christmas party for his company. And he was going to bug out of there at 2 o'clock. So anyways, we run over to Duluth. 2 blocks before we get to my husband's party, it starts chugging, smoking out the back. I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell's going on? I said, well, get to Daddy's party. It's only 2 blocks away. I said, and we'll hurry up and shut it off. Anyways, I'm sitting there. I'm like, God, I wonder what happened. You know, I was like, well, we just put fuel in. Maybe we got some bad. And she goes, oh, no. And I said, what? She goes, oh, no, I'm so stupid. I said, what? I think I put gas in the truck. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
I was like, just leave it off. Don't turn it on. I said, hopefully. She goes, I just ruined your truck and I don't have 15 grand to replace it. And I was like, just calm down. You know, I said, it'll be okay. I said, the gas just hit the truck 2 blocks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and then we shut it off. I said, if we can get the gas out of the system and get diesel back in it and running through the system, it's going to be okay. Well, then I called my husband. I said, yeah, the truck's not running right. I said, she thinks she put gas in it. And he goes, oh, shit. And he goes, well, I'll be out. And he was like just freaking out. You know, he's like, oh, my God, the truck's probably ruined, blah, blah, blah. I says, well, calm down. I said, we only drove it it only hit the truck 2 blocks ago. I said, we should be okay. And so anyway, he comes out. Well, then he keeps turning the key. I'm like, stop turning the key. You're a goddamn mechanic. You should know better than me. Stop turning the damn key. Because that makes the pump go, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's just going to be ruined. I just know it. And I was like, Gary, we only drove it 2 blocks like this. It's not going to be ruined. Just, you have to call the nephew and tell him to get over here with gas cans and we'll have to siphon it out. So anyways, my nephew, he drove it another block to Quick Trip. And we went to Quick Trip and then we siphoned all the gas out. Luckily, my nephew brought an electric pump, so it was faster.
Oh, good.
20 gallons we would have had to siphon out with our mouth. You know?
Well, I'm surprised you got that far if you were on E before it started running shitty, actually.
I know, it was amazing. I was really surprised, but we ended up getting over the bridge. I was really surprised, but luckily I didn't have to go too far into Duluth.
Well, she won't make that mistake again.
No, I don't think so. She was, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I was like, just calm down. I felt so dang bad for her, you know. I was like, just calm down. We'll fix it. It'll be okay, you know. But no, it ended up working out. We got all of that out. Got the diesel back in it. And once the diesel cycled through, it was fine. Ran fine after that. But, so yeah, if you ever put gas in your diesel truck, if it starts running right, just stop it right away. Don't run it after that.
No, don't shut it off.
Just get it siphoned out, be towed or whatever. Siphon it out where you're at, and just don't run it.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And I told her, I said, you're not dumb. I said, Jonathan, my nephew Jonathan just did it last summer to his truck, or last winter or whatever. And his truck is a $70,000 truck. So, yeah.
That's what Chris said. He goes, oh, man, I did that once when I was telling him when you were messaging him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to do. Well, like my nephew Jonathan, he goes, I'm waiting for Missy, his girlfriend, to do it. Because her truck is a gas truck and his truck is a diesel truck. And she drives them both, you know. You know, they'll just grab one truck and go, you know. They won't. You know, he says, I've been waiting for her to do it.
I'd be writing a dang sticker or something on my cap saying no diesel or no real gas or something.
Have yellow,
Side of the
yellow,
door. Yeah.
yellow caps. So, you know, normally, but this one has a black cap.
Well, you probably just grab the wrong nozzle at the pump, because if you're at Quick Trip, they'll have those. They'll have the 3 gasoline choices, and then they'll have at the diesel pump. Then you have the diesel at the other end of it. So she probably just grabbed the wrong.
She did.
Hose, you know.
Yeah, because like I said, we were just discussing the diesel pump. It's not like she forgot she had to do diesel, you know. But I told her, I said, "You're not stupid." I said, "Your car runs on gas. You're used to putting gas, grabbing the gas nozzle, you know."
Yeah.
I said, "You're not stupid." I felt so dang bad for her. I mean, she was really hard on herself. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I'm just like, just shut up, you know. So then when we were all done, I says, "Hey, you wanna buy $40 of gas?" I'll pay the $40. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Gosh.
Did you make her pay the $40, Nikki?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No, but my dad last night, because I told my daughter, I said, "Well, you can put the big tank." I put some in my nephew's gas in his truck. My other nephew, Matthew, and we gave him some of it, and then we've got a big tank full of it. And I told my daughter, I said, "Well, we'll just drive your car over to Grant. We left it at my dad's. We'll just drive it over there and take the electric pump and pump it in." Well, my dad last night, he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to have Jonathan come over. My gas is getting a little low. I'm going to have him come and fill my truck up with that." I was like, "What the hell, Dad? That's Amanda's gas." People. He's, "Well, it's sitting in my yard." Man is like, "Grandpa, you can have the gas." He says, "I'm just kidding. I'm not going to take your gas." Yeah, she felt so bad. I felt bad for her. But we still ended up making it up to got all that fiasco taken care of, and we still ended up making it up to the hayride early. So
good. Early enough for you to wear your decorations.
Yep.
You look like I swear you look like a smiling, light up Statue of Liberty with that thing on your head.
I'm gonna go pick up Brandon. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Bye. Why the hell isn't Tom here? And yes, McGee's is a diner, Cindy.
He had to go run errands for his wife.
Oh man, they have him hopping.
Yeah. He's like, "I got to keep my wife happy."
Yes, I finally graced you with my presence, Tom. But I'm about to get off of here too. I have to get off real quick.
Yeah, I have to get off because my husband is coming out of work.
I was gonna say I'm gonna probably shut it down pretty soon, anyways, because I just have to go in and see what Brandon planned for dinner or whatever. So we will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have a listing challenge tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yes, Cindy, it's very.
So we're gonna do it tomorrow instead of Wednesday because I have to work on Wednesday. So
okay.
See you all tomorrow.
Yep.
Give me a reminder, please.
So yeah, it'll be 9 Eastern, 8 Central.
Okay.
So I'll send you guys a link and everything. Okay.
All right.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Try to make it in tomorrow if you can.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Guys.
Have a great night.
Good night.